Hey, everybody. Welcome to Sentinel Sports Extra Cavaliers post-game show. I guess we're going to go to Game 7 Sunday afternoon in Cleveland. Hey, let's be honest. Let's just be honest here, people. The Cavaliers do not deserve at this point to have won this series. The Toronto Raptors have outplayed them the entire series. They have. And I feel it squarely falls on Donovan Mitchell. He doesn't show up till the fourth quarter in most of these games. He's been a complete no-show early on in games. This is the guy who wants the team built around him, and he's a complete no-show for 3/4 of a game. And I don't have a problem with Mobley taking that last shot. And if you're going to blame Mobley for the turnover, how about we blame Dennis Schroeder for the turnover? What was he doing running around like a fool like that? It was terrible. It was terrible by a team of talented players who are supposedly really good. Boston's going to a Game 7 against Philadelphia. And no one in the world expected that. But let's be honest, people. This has been a complete disaster by the Cavs. They look like they don't care half the time. They definitely look like they haven't looked like they cared in a second quarter since the first game. That was the last time they looked like they cared in the second quarter. They didn't look like they cared at all. They look like a team that, if we win, we win. If we don't, we're still going to get paid a lot of money. I mean, that's what they look like. I know that's not how professional athletes think, but that's how they look. This is a team that was built to contend for an NBA championship, okay? And especially at the trade deadline. James Harden, I think he's been a great addition to the Cavs. In this game, he scored only 16 points, and he turned the ball over 4 times. He did have 9 assists. But I think Evan Mobley and Jared Allen in that fourth quarter shut a lot of people up. A lot of people who always say, they're soft and they're not tough enough. Well, in that last couple minutes of the fourth quarter and the overtime, the only reason the Cavs were even in that was because of Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. So if you're going to open your big mouths and still criticize them, what that tells me, you have zero basketball knowledge. But you have to give the Raptors credit. You have to give them credit. They were without one of their better players tonight, and they beat the Cavs again. Jacoby Walker had 24. Okay, he had the same amount of points as Donovan, superstar, can't live without him, Mitchell, right? I mean, it's true. It's true. It's true. I'm sick of people acting like the world revolves around Donovan Mitchell. Where is the guy when you need him? We're going to find out Sunday, aren't we? Is he going to wilt like a flower in the sun? Or is he going to play like a superstar, and are they going to win Game 7 at home? I mean, it's come on. Jacoby Walker equaled him in scoring tonight. Jacoby Walker equaled Donovan Mitchell in scoring. The great Donovan Mitchell. The MVP chants are bullcrap. Maybe there's a reason he doesn't win MVP. Because he isn't an MVP. I'll tell you, get rid of Donovan Mitchell. Keep Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Trade him for some picks. And move on from there. You know what I mean? I don't care. At this point, I've had about enough of Donovan Mitchell. I know people don't like that. People think, oh, you can't say that about Donovan Mitchell. He'll want to leave. Bye-bye. There's the door. He never comes through when it matters. He doesn't. I've watched this guy now for 3 seasons. He is absolutely, positively not a clutch player in the postseason. I can't believe he's actually played all 6 games without having some kind of nagging injury. I mean, when are you showing up? Maybe he'll shut me up on Sunday and he'll show up. Oh my gosh, he's had 9 consecutive series. He's the all-time leader where he's had 9 consecutive 30-point game ones. Who cares? Who cares? In more than half of those, he's lost the series. So who cares? I don't care. Victories are what matter. Not Donovan Mitchell getting 30 points in a game. Who cares? And he sure didn't get 30 points tonight in a game that mattered. Once again. But I'll tell you, Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, they played their asses off. They sure played their asses off. People want to rip them all the time. Oh, they're soft. Oh, there we go. That makes me sick. You know, Jared Allen, 14.7 rebounds, but huge at the end. Evan Mobley, 26 points, 10 rebounds, or 14 rebounds. You know, I mean, that's huge. They don't make it to overtime without those 2 guys. They do not. They got to overtime because of Jared Allen and Evan Mobley being tough in the middle where forever everyone said that they're not. They were tough tonight. They were tough in the middle. We got a comment from Akron Zippers. Thanks for watching. He said, Mobley looked great. Donovan looks like he doesn't know how to dribble. And don't even get me started on Harden. I can't disagree with you. I mean, I thought, you know, the trade for Harden was a great trade. Maybe he's just like Mitchell, Harden. He cannot come through in the postseason. Maybe they'll shut both of us up on Sunday, and they'll have great games. But Evan Mobley played hard tonight. He showed he was tough in the middle, definitely tougher than most of the people that call him soft. Probably 99.9% of the people that call him soft. He was tougher than them tonight, that's for sure. I mean, the statistics for the game, you know, the Raptors outshot the Cavs 46-43. 3-point range, they outshot the Cavs 36-27. Where's Sam Merrill? Okay, people, where's Sam Merrill at? Where's the great Sam Merrill? He had 2 points tonight. I think he has under 40 points in 6 combined games now. Where's Sam Merrill at? Where's this amazing Sam Merrill that people want to brag about all the time? Where's he? Where's his 3-point shooting? Sam Merrill always goes into a 3-point shooting slump when it matters. When it matters. Someone on TikTok, David Mall, says he needs to go. I don't know. Are you talking about Mitchell or Harden or Merrill? Who are you talking about, David? I'm not sure. It's probably one of those 3, though, I would think. But I just think that, you know, they could have lost in the second round with Colin Sexton and Lauri Markkanen, right? I mean, let's be honest. They probably could have. They could have won a first round. And lost in the second round with Lauri Markkanen and Colin Sexton. They absolutely could have. And they would have had a number 1 pick. So, you know, Donovan Mitchell has not worked out. I'm sorry. I know that's not popular. But I was the same person saying, trade Lindor as soon as you can, because he don't want to be with the Guardians. How's that going for him? Guardians are still making the playoffs every year. Same thing with Mitchell, I'm telling you. This guy is just not, he's not the real deal. He's definitely not the player he thinks he is. His ego's pretty big. You know, I'll bet you anything. I bet you anything. Darius Garland is sitting at home laughing his ass off right now that this team is going to Game 7 in the first round when they acted like they were going to be amazing once they traded Garland away. Yeah, who knows if Garland would have been healthy for the playoffs, but this has got to be giving him some kind of satisfaction, you know, that they're no better than they were when he was with the team. They're no better. This is it's very hard to watch. And I think my shirt's appropriate tonight. I would have to say this to the Cavs. You're killing me, Smalls. It's unbelievable. How about winning a playoff series? You know, how about acting like you want to be there in the second quarter? They have played terrible in the second quarter. I think almost every game. I'm going to take a look at it and see. But I believe they played, tonight they got outscored 29-19. In the win the other night, the Raptors outscored them 40-29. Okay? In the game 4 loss, the Raptors outscored them 24-19. In the game 3 loss, Cavaliers outscored them 23-29. 29-23. Game 2, they got outscored by the Raptors 29-28. And in game 1, I think the Cavs outscored them in that game. The Cavs outscored them by 4 points in that game. But if you go by the composite for the 6 games, the Raptors have outscored the Cavs in the second quarter. That's where the games have been won, where the Cavs don't look like they give a crap. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, my dog just entered the studio. My dog, when he's laying on the couch, dead asleep, looks like he's more into the game than the Cavs are in the second quarter in this series. It is unbelievable. I don't know if I can blame Kenny Atkinson. I don't know. Henry Pertel. Keep it in Canada, Henry. Thanks for watching, though. But, I think, I don't know if we can blame Kenny Atkinson. We got another comment here. Brandon Ott. Brandon is a friend of the show, friend of all the Sports Sentinel shows. He says, James Harden needs not to turn the ball over too much. That's why we lost. Well, he's right. The Harden turnovers are absolutely killing the team. And they're destroying the team. And let's look here. Let's look tonight. The turnovers once again. Cavs turned the ball over 18 times, resulting in 25 Raptors points. Raptors turned it over 16 times, resulting in 17 Cavaliers points. So there's two things here. When the Cavs turn the ball over, the Raptors take advantage of it. When the Cavs turn the ball over, they don't take advantage of it like they should. It is really, it's hard to watch. It's my job to watch. You know, I love covering the team, but it's frustrating because you know they have more talent than Toronto. They do. I mean, there's not even a question of that. They absolutely have more talent than the Raptors. But the Raptors seem to have it here more. They seem to have more heart, right? They want it more. They're playing with that hockey mentality, that Canadian hockey mentality. The Cavs are playing with, well, we don't want to get hit. We've got to, we got to make sure we don't get hit because we might get hurt. Except for Allen and Mobley tonight. Allen gets knocked to the damn floor and then hit again. And what's he doing? He's getting the boards at the end of the game. What's Mitchell doing? What's Harden doing? Oh, they're turning the ball over. When they're supposed to be the superstars and come through. And they are not doing it. It's like, y'all, as a fan, you want your team in the playoffs, but it's almost like, I guess it's almost kind of like the Buffalo Bills when they lost those consecutive Super Bowls. It's almost like, do you really want to get here to be disappointed again? And that's what they're doing. They are so disappointing at this point. It's unbelievable. I just can't even believe how disappointing they are. And, I'll be at the game Sunday, covering the game Sunday. And, let's hope they pull it out. And Sunday isn't the final day that I go to, Rocket Arena for this year, for this season. But I have a feeling it could be. I can't see a path at this moment where the Cavs win on Sunday. I hate to be a pessimist, but I'm a realist. And I don't see the Cavs being able to beat this Raptors team, especially if Brandon Ingram comes back, right? They couldn't beat him with Brandon Ingram tonight, without Brandon Ingram tonight. My God. You think Colin Murray Boyle was, God, I don't know. You think he was Scottie Pippen or something. My God. They can't defend this guy. And James Shedd, he playing great defense. Yeah, he fouled out, but that didn't seem to matter. They won anyway. I don't know. I just think that, I don't think it's been announced. I'm sure we'll, by the time we go off here, the NBA will have announced something. I'm going to see here if I can find it. If we have a scheduled time for Sunday. The Celtics will be playing Sunday too. So I would not be surprised if the Cavs and the Raptors, I'm going to see here if anything's been announced yet. Because they're going to want to have the Sixers and Boston are in prime time. Of course they are. Cavs and Raptors, it's still to be determined. So I guess it might depend on what happens tonight with the Lakers-Rockets series. I would say if the Lakers don't close it out tonight, the Cavs will be at 1:00. I would think 1:00, maybe 2:00 on Sunday, because they'll have the Lakers and the Rockets would be on. I would say probably at 5:00 or maybe 4:00. So I'm going to say the Cavs Raptors will probably be at 1:00 on Sunday from Rocket Arena. That'll be it. I mean, let me tell you this. This is it. This will be it here, people. Cavs lose on Sunday, Kenny Atkinson's fired. This is pretty basic, I think. I mean, if we don't know this by now, if the Cavs don't win on Sunday, Kenny Atkinson and his whole staff will be fired. I think Kobe Altman will probably get fired too, and probably Gansey. I could see Dan Gilbert cleaning house, and leaving it up to the new GM and the new head coach to decide what they want to do then. Do you hold on to Mitchell for another year, trade him at the deadline? Do you trade him before the season starts? Harden probably won't come back. So there's going to be a lot of decisions. The pressure is solely on the Cleveland Cavaliers on Sunday. I've watched this team all year, and I just don't have confidence that they're going to win this game on Sunday. They have choked, come up short, not played with enough heart this entire season. This whole season's been like this series. Very disappointing. I mean, for Toronto, if you're a Raptors fan, you have to be ecstatic right now. Because, they're playing unbelievable. The Cavs are playing like they don't have a clue. Seriously. I've never seen a team with this much talent not show up. They're not showing up. We used excuses in past years, the past 2 years. We used Bickerstaff's last year here, and now Atkinson's first year here. We use the excuse injuries. Well, there's nobody injured now. This team is fully healthy, and they can't beat a team that has injuries. Isaiah Quigley and Brandon Ingram, 2 starters. And they're still tied 3-3 with the Cavs. It's very disappointing. But I wish that we had a game time for Sunday before we signed off here. I still don't see one. So I'm going to say I can't be 100% sure, and I'll probably be wrong. But I think it's going to be 1 o'clock, either 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock on Sunday. That would be my guess. I doubt if they give the Cavs a 4 o'clock game if the Lakers, and there's no way the Lakers are they'll be playing in LA. So that's going to be at least the earliest that's going to be is a 4 o'clock start, right? Because that game's not going to be after the Celtics Sixers, So the only way the game will be at 4 o'clock, I would think, is if the Lakers finish the series tonight. So I'll tell you, I can't. The Cavs are just so disappointing when it matters. I didn't think this series would go past 5 games after the first 2. I guess I was stupid thinking that. I should have known after watching this team all year what would happen, that they would absolutely shit the bed, for lack of a better term. And they have absolutely shit the bed, right? Is anybody going to disagree with me on that? Is there somebody who's going to disagree that the Cleveland Cavaliers have shit the bed in this series? And the Raptors have performed like a really good team. I mean, let's give them credit too. We got to give them credit. As much as a couple of guys really bugged me, and their fan base, I'm not exactly, they're kind of annoying too. But hey, They're up. They're up in the series, right? They're winning. They're winning the series, or I think they're winning the series. It's tied 3-3, but I feel like they're winning the series. I just can't see this. I can't see a path where the Cavs win this. The Lakers are up 18 at halftime. So if they hang on to win that game, it's over, and I would say the Cavs will play at 4 o'clock on Sunday. That would be my guess. Unless they push it to 5, and then it could possibly overlap the Piston Magic game, which I don't think, or no, the 76er Celtic game, right? Isn't that what I said? Let's see. Yeah, the Celtics and Sixers play at 7:30. When do the Magic Pistons play? I didn't see that one. I guess I missed that. Yeah, theirs is to be determined too. So it's going to be interesting. They're the number 1 seed, the Pistons, so they'll probably give them the 4 o'clock game. I would have to think the Cavs are locked in at 1 or 2 o'clock. I can't see that game would be at a different time. So we're not going to know anything until this. The earliest we're going to know is when the Lakers and Rockets game ends. I think that's about it for tonight. The Cavs, they look terrible. Can we be honest? They look terrible. I can't even, it's just amazing. It's amazing how bad they look. I don't know. I think there's really not anything else to say. I guess if I just sat here and we talked about it for the next, if we talked about it for 20 more minutes, nothing else is going to change, right? Cavs are an absolute joke right now. They're terrible right now. They don't come through when it matters. Donovan Mitchell, when is he going to show up for a playoff series in Cleveland? When is he going to show up for a playoff series in Cleveland? I want to know. Where is Sam Merrill in the playoffs? Mr. I can have big games against Washington. Okay? Where is he in the playoffs? Where is James Harden? He has a longer resume than Donovan Mitchell of not succeeding in the playoffs. But at least James Harden got to a finals. Donovan Mitchell has never gotten to the finals. And the way it's looking now, he's not going to get to the finals this year in Cleveland, and probably will never get to the finals in Cleveland, because if he doesn't get there this year, he's gone. Well, because he'll probably leave because he's too good to be here. Well, they made all the moves you wanted them to make. You said they were great moves. How about you come through, buddy? That's it, though. I'm done for the night before I get too mad and give more of an opinion than I probably should. So hopefully I'll be coming to you from Rocket Arena on Sunday afternoon at some point, the pregame report, and then we'll have the postgame report after the game. So until then, I will see you on Sunday. And again, the Cavs lose tonight in Game 6, 112-110. And the series is tied 3-3. And congratulations to the Raptors for showing up, because the Cavs sure have not. Until next time, everybody.